Hello, crypto world. Welcome to the Chart Historian. My name is Justin, and on this channel, I delve deep into crypto charts, exploring chart structures, fractals, and patterns. So if you've been following this channel, you know what chart this is. This is the XRP chart. What I'd like to do in this video is discuss what is currently taking place over here on this structure. There has been some changes, and I thought, whoa, is this a deviation taking place, or is this a larger version of the same structure playing out? So let's back up. What is all this? If you are new, you don't know what this is, and it may look pretty strange. Well, XRP has a repetitive macro structure, and this structure has repeated many, many times on the XRP chart. If we jump back to the very beginning of this chart, we will see the same idea taking place, and that is XRP has different phases it goes through. It has a range-bound time, these black boxes over here. It has a bull run right here, and it has a decline. This repeats over and over again. All these structures here have played out many times over the history of XRP. These fundamental ideas of these structures, like the three waves, play out every single time. Every single time it plays out, though, it is a unique expression of it. And that is because the timing, the height, and the depth will always be original whenever these structures repeat. That's why we have the three waves here and the three waves here, but they look different even though they're similar. For example, the decline here went lower than where the move up started. Well, that happened here as well. Or, for instance, here we have the part A, the move up and move down, the part B. We have the same idea here. We even have the same little smaller waves that take place in it, but the timing, the height, and the depth, they're all different. So now that we understand that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this structure over here, I'm going to copy and paste it onto this third fractal. Now this is the final fractal before we enter into the bull run. So I'm going to copy this, and we're going to zoom in and take a look at what's happening on a smaller time frame. So here we are with that fractal copy and pasted, and then this blue one right here is the same fractal. However, I have adjusted it to meet today's timing, height, and depth. This one, this purple one, the only thing I did is I adjusted it to meet today's timing. That's all. So this is the original structure that we are potentially following. Now, you need to understand, it could also be doing another version of this third fractal. This third fractal has played out many times, as you just saw, in XRP's history, so it could easily be following another version of this. However, many times it's the recent history that the chart tends to favor, and it will follow that. So now that we see this setup, let's zoom in and examine what's really taking place. So from my last video, I had this slightly different. Let me show you what I had. So I had this right here, and then this was down here. And it looked like it was following it pretty nicely, but then all of a sudden, bam, this happened. So my question was, whoa, is this a deviation taking place? Is XRP doing something strange and different? Or is it a larger version of the same structure, this structure here, at play? So if we were to move this, and let's zoom in here a little closer, and take this fractal and adjust it to this height, you'll see that actually it does match. So here you have this wave on today's chart. In the fractal, you have that. In today's chart, you have this wave right here. In the fractal, we have this. In today's chart, we have this wave right here. In the fractal, we have this. Now, the timing here is a little different. It goes all the way over here. In today's chart, we have this wave right here. In the fractal, we have this wave right here. And we currently are working on this part right here. Now, there is a possibility that it could play out a little different. It could maybe end up doing something closer to that. Although I do think that this is very possibly the top right here. So if we were to put this back over here like this, we would have something that looks similar to this. It's the same structure, really, just a larger version of it. So another way I'd like to validate this thinking is many times in a chart's recent history, you'll have similar structures that have played out. So the nature of charts is that they tend to repeat the same structure. It's the fractal nature of a chart. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So if we are to go back to fractal 2 and copy and paste this structure right here onto here, let's do that real quick. Let's see, right there. We're not going to copy that move up because I think that would mislead you. It might, there will be a wave up, put it this way, but I don't think it will be like that. So let's adjust this for timing, height, and depth. I'm going to zoom in. Okay, so here we are zoomed in a little bit. It's very confusing. Let me remove some of these other ones. So as you can see, it is a close match. It's telling the same story, folks. So this gives me confidence that this same structure is at play, just a larger version of it. Now let's put some of those other ones back on. So you see the blue and the green, they're telling the same story. Price moves up and then it begins to decline here. Now, at the end of these declines comes a move back up. The green one was that fast move up. The blue one is this right here. This is more likely what we should expect, but they are telling the same story. So price moves up and it pulls back before the next wave, the second wave of this overall structure right here begins to take place after this pullback. Well, folks, there you have it. That is my thinking on the XRP chart. Now, could it be different? Sure, it could do something different, but as of now, my thinking, my belief is that it is continuing to follow this structure. To change my thinking at this point, I'll need more evidence on the chart. At this point, I don't have any additional evidence that is pointing to something different. Anyways, so that's my thinking in a nutshell. If you've enjoyed this, it'd be much appreciated if you hit that thumbs up button. I'm not a financial advisor, so none of this should be used as financial or investment advice. If you did like what you saw, this type of TA is something that I have discovered and developed. I use fractals and structures from the past to predict future movement. Zooming out here, I predicted, my channel started around this area. I predicted this move up. I predicted the move back down. I predicted that it would either go flat or slightly down. On this one, I predicted that there would be 3 waves. I predicted this move up before it happened with the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit ruling. I predicted that it would move back down. So this system has the ability to predict future movements. It does have weaknesses. It can't predict timing very well. It can't predict height or depth because all that is original. Its strength is something that standard TA struggles and can't really do. So if you found this interesting, you should hit that subscribe button. I'm so glad you caught this video. I hope you catch my next one. Have a great day and bye for now.